Good morning, everyone. It's Wednesday. Thank God the rain is gone finally. We're back to the sunny California weather. This morning, I have the pleasure of welcoming Zach Shemoyan from Classic Field Auto. Um, Currently operating out of two locations in Sylmar and in Canyon Country, which I wanted to bring him on because he does amazing work with restoration of classic cars. Zach, welcome.
Hey, how are you, Carlo? How's it going, buddy?
Excellent,
Thanks,
excellent.
thanks for having me on.
Oh, thank you for coming on. Yeah, I
It's a
appreciate it,
it's a
brother. I
it's a
appreciate it.
pleasure. We've
Yeah,
been we've
I
been
know I
re-
was
we've
out.
been real we've been real busy moving cars around because it was raining the last couple of days. So today's
I'm
the
sure.
perfect time to
I'm
do
sure.
this.
Yeah, thanks for taking some time out of your busy schedule. So tell us a little about your company, yourself. How'd you get into the car restoration industry, the business? You operate out of two locations, like I said. Maybe you can give us or some of our viewers a quick tour, of your shop and what you do. Please go ahead.
Sure, not a problem. Zach Shemoyan. I actually started in a different line of work before getting into the vehicle industry.
Yeah.
But I seriously got into this about 10 to 12 years ago. I opened up my first location in North Hollywood and kept a very small operation at that time because I was a one-man operation. And within a year to a year and a half, I had to expand out, and I bought my first body shop
Mm-hmm.
located in Santa Clarita Canyon Country area.
Yeah.
We started working from there, and we were very blessed to have good clientele. And soon after that, we were looking for a third location because what we wanted to do is we wanted to separate the auto body paint side of restorations with the mechanical and performance upgrades.
Yeah.
And so we opened up our Sylmar location. This is more of a speed shop and performance shop.
Yeah, I've been
It's
to
for
that location. Yeah.
it's for individuals that currently own muscle cars and classic cars, or individuals that are going to buy muscle cars or classic cars. And these cars come in here, and what we do is we do a vehicle assessment on the vehicles. So we create a baseline on all the vehicles. We sit down with the client several times before any wrench is turned on the car. We come up with a vision. The client comes up with a vision, and we come up with a plan of attack on how to get the vehicle done. So our line of work is not a mechanic shop. We are not a body shop. We are what we like to call car builders.
Mm-hmm.
There's a big difference between a mechanic and a car builder. A normal mechanic would like to get 5 or 6 cars on his jack every day, do a couple oil changes and brake jobs, and call it a day.
Yeah.
We're more than that, and nothing wrong with being a mechanic, by the way. I don't want anyone to take offense to that, but our tune-ups can go anywhere from 7 to 10 days, and requires a lot of issues. A couple things you have to understand: most cars that people buy on site have been sitting for maybe 10 years, 15 years. I just recently got a car in that's been sitting for 30 years in a garage.
Oh my
So
God.
the gentleman said, Zach, I'm shipping it over to you. Do what you have to do to make it start and make it roadworthy. So most of our business is through clients like that have a vehicle
Sure.
maybe that's sentimental in their family. Maybe their father passed down a car to them. Maybe their great grandfather passed down to them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. And I,
fortunately, there's services out there that can, make those old diamonds in the rough shiny again. So
sure.
that's what we do. That's what we do.
Yeah. No, tell me a little bit about where are your clients based out of? Are they mainly throughout the country? I know you've had in the past, I've had several conversations with you where we were talking about cars restoration and classic cars. Obviously everybody has that love for classic cars. So most of your
Right.
client base, where are they coming from? Is it throughout Southern California, throughout the country? Or, so I know you had a client out of Amsterdam, right? I mean, you recently somebody
Yeah.
reached out to you from Holland. So how are they getting a hold of you? Where are you? Where are you marketing? I mean, where's your client base?
So, Carlo, to be totally transparent and honest, we really don't market too much here.
Mm,
Most of our business comes from people's internet searches, and 80% of my business is word of mouth, meaning that if I do have a client that we finish a car he's real happy with, as you know, classic car owners tend to hang out with each other and
yeah,
go to car shows, go to car events. And we've been very blessed to provide that type of quality of work where we're getting a lot of turnover from previous clients that are turning us on to your clients. However, we did have to pivot a little bit in marketing recently, and we're using Google a lot, Google Ads. That's
Instagram.
generating a lot of
Yeah.
business. I will tell you that California is the hottest market nationwide in the classic car and antique car and muscle car market. There's no other state in the United States that has such a strong market than California.
Got it.
So, unfortunately, most of the old timers that have been in the restoration business for a long time are getting burned out. They're closing shop. They're retiring. So there's quite a few people left that actually do this in this area. So I am getting cars from out of state. I just got a Mustang. I will show you guys in a little bit. We got it in from Georgia. The gentleman shipped it from Savannah, Georgia to here for us to do all the work. And once we're done with it, we're going to be shipping it right back. We get a lot of cars from Nevada. I've had some cars from Texas. And within Cal, we're getting cars from San Diego County. We're getting cars all the way up north from Fresno. So we are seeing that, people are turning on to our brand. They're understanding our brand. They're doing the due diligence online. They're doing their research, which is kind of fortunate because if you end up with the wrong car builder that does not understand how to do your car correctly,
it could cost you more, right? Yeah.
Our motto is to do it right the first time.
First time.
So
yeah,
that's
what's that slogan? You only have one chance. What is it? Head on shoulders. You only get one chance to make your first impression. So
exactly.
Zach, why don't you do us a favor, if you don't mind? Give us a tour of your current existing establishment right there. I know you're out in Sylmar today, right? Is that where you are right now?
Yeah, so I mostly spend my time here in Sylmar because it's the more the performance aspect of it, motor building, setting up cars that would have like a 6-cylinder motor to a more of a performance motor. So I'll be glad to show you around. There's some real good stuff that I can show you. I'll try to keep it real short.
Let's look at it. Yeah,
so
I would love
give
you
an example of some of the stuff. I'm going to switch the camera over this way, and let's see if I can flip this camera. I'm sorry, Carlo. I'm not too prone to.
Okay.
All right. To zoom stuff.
All right, look at that.
Okay, so.
Oh wow.
We could start with the car on top. That is a '65 Chevy Impala. It is a super sport model. The color on the vehicle is called a dark coral, and they only produced 500 of these cars in this color in 1965. There you go, a little better shot at it.
Nice. Beautiful, beautiful color.
We have become a default Mustang specialist. Wow. So behind me, you can see a 1966 Ford Mustang with a 302 motor in there. And underneath, this is one of our newest clients. We call this car Ruby. She actually was from Minnesota. We got her in. We did a lot of engine work to it, high horsepower car. This is one of my favorite cars. I call this car Fanta, and the reason why I call it Fanta is because of the color.
Yeah.
We did a lot of engine work to this. We actually upgraded this car to a fuel injection. It was a carburetor. We did some suspension work to it. It sits nice and pretty. Just a beautiful car.
Yeah.
All the way around. The Mustang I was speaking about, Carlo, that came from Georgia is
that's the red one right there.
So this is a '67 Mustang in the favorite color. It seems like, in my experience, people love red Mustangs.
Yeah.
So this is a red Mustang.
What year is that? That's a 1967, right?
This is a '67. It's an all-original car. However, it's got a modern 5.0 Cobra motor in it. And the best part is, anyone in the car industry knows that these cars came with drum brakes. We just upgraded this to disc brakes, and we use Wheelwood, one of the top brands in automotive braking.
It looks clean.
Behind here, when we say we do frame-off restorations, we do frame-off restorations. You see here stacked is a 1973 Ford Explorer truck, which is off of its chassis. We just got the frame back from powder coating. So this vehicle, believe it or not, is going to be put all back together and go through a paint and body. I will show you the chassis. Here we have a Ford Falcon. This is the little brother to the Mustang. It's got a 302 in it. I agree, and a lot of people agree that these Falcons with a 302 are a much faster car than Mustangs, but only car enthusiasts know about that.
Yeah.
Over here, we have a very special car. So what I'm trying to show you is this Iacocca Mustang. There was only 45 of these produced, Carlo, for the 45th anniversary. Iacocca actually designed this car. This is car number 13. It's authentic. It only has, I believe, 48 miles on the car.
Wow.
So this is these are one of the cars that you just want to hang on to and just admire. That's one of them.
Gorgeous.
And then one of my favorite cars is right over here. Her name is Bad Betty. Bad Betty is a 1958 Impala with a very high horsepower modification on it. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah.
Just a beautiful car.
Yeah.
The color is amazing. And what we did on this one is we kept it all factory looking. So when you look in this car,
look at that.
This is what we specialize in. It looks exactly like it would come out of the GM plant in 1958.
Clean work. Clean work.
This is a sample of a 46 Plymouth that we just got back from my body shop. So what we're going to do with this Plymouth is now we're doing the mechanical part of it. So the engine is going to be actually pulled out, modifications be done. So most of the cars we get back from my Santa Clarita shop look like this, and they get put together here in Sylmar as far as the performance upgrades. And one of my favorite cars, Carlo, last but not least, we have a lot more, but I want to show you this one on top. This is a 1957 Chevy Bel Air. The cost on this vehicle just to build was $238,000.
Wow.
This is a timepiece. I mean, no expense was spared on this. I don't know if some of your viewers actually take a look under their cars. Most people don't. But let me show you what the undercarriage of this car looks like, Carl.
Look at that. Wow.
It is color matched to the car. So this car is a sterling blue from Range Rover. We use different type of colors. And here's kind of a shot of our the Sylmar shop, the way it's set up. And I'm going to give you and your viewers a little treat. I'm going to take you outside. And we call this the jungle. And I'll tell you why. So we got a 1936 Packard right over here. We have a 65 Lincoln Continental 4-door convertible suicide doors. One thing I want to emphasize, though, Carlo, is these cars have not started the restoration process yet. We are storing them because once a couple cars come out of Santa Clarita, these cars go back in. We have a 62 Impala that we just did all the mechanical work to. It's ready to go to the body shop. I'm going to show you a couple other ones here. We have a 46 Dodge Business Coupe, all original, that we actually got running after 20 years. Amazing. And the gentleman was ecstatic about it.
Amazing.
Here's a 1960 Impala that we just got back from our Santa Clarita body shop.
Yeah.
There it is. And here's another favorite car of ours. Another Impala with a modern engine. It's a little dirty because of the rain.
It's okay. It's beautiful. Oh, you got.
There you go.
I mean, it's pretty full. You're not kidding. Yeah.
And where I'm pointing at, Carlo, over there, I don't know if you can see. There's like 6 cars towards the rear that have to come in here. Here is a car. I think you know this gentleman, Carlo. He does know you. His name is Mike Razak, who owns this vehicle. I think he's in the mortgage business.
Yes.
So this is his Cadillac.
Yeah.
This is Cadillac. We just got back paint body. It obviously needs to be put back together.
Oh wow!
Looks kind of.
Yeah. That's small world. It's amazing.
It is a small world.
Yeah, it's a small world.
So I'm gonna head back into the shop and.
Yeah, thank you, Zach, for showing us. Definitely,
there's a lot to look at, but I just try to keep it.
Of course,
try to keep
definitely. Definitely, if somebody wants to get in contact with you, I'm gonna put your contact details under this video. Is there a number that people can reach out to you?
Yeah, sure. So my phone number here is 661 area code 803-9798. They can call me anytime. That is my personal cell phone number. One thing I want to emphasize is I'm the one who answers all the calls that come in.
Okay.
And I'm the one who meets with the clients. So it's more of a one-on-one experience with our clients here. I try not to keep it convoluted. I try to keep it very simple.
Awesome. Awesome.
I want to leave you, Carlo, with something that I've been noticing, which is actually a blessing. Is I'm noticing that the newer generation is more interested in classic cars than I've ever seen before.
Yeah.
And I think that's because of the internet and some of these shows that they're seeing on TV. So I'm actually real happy to see the younger generation actually take a vehicle that they probably weren't even born in that year, you know, and be interested in a vehicle, a 50s car or 60s car.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
It's big passion now.
Yep, it is. Cars are always going to be a passion. So
of course.
I hope you enjoyed the little tour.
Thank
here
you, Zach. We did.
Thank you, Carlo.
So I'm going to put all your contact details for our viewers. Anybody that wants to reach out to you, if they know of any family members that have a car that's just been sitting there, and you guys want to bring it up to Zach's shop at Classic Steel Auto in Sylmar, he'll be more than happy to provide you with a consultation. What's going to take to get it back to its original, shape. Thank you, Zach, for your time.
Thank you, Carlo. Have a great one. Talk to you soon.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.